And we're back, everybody. So, as we were saying previously, me and Harvey now shall talk about our weekend together at Anime North, the #1 fan-run anime convention in North America. Let me specify fan-run, unlike others like Fan Expo, who are run by greedy corporations. May they rest in hell.
They're there, Matt. They're there.
Right. But anyways, yes, Anime North. We go there every year. We always have a blast. It almost makes you want to break out into song. Oh!
No! Stop! You don't know what evil you're about to unleash upon the world! Oh wait, yeah, he does.
It's like that episode of South Park when the succubus stings and the whole hell breaks out loose and...
Well, excuse me if I want to express my feelings, thank you.
Says the one guy who does fuck all at karaoke.
Yeah, so I don't sing normally.
Yes, so we went to Anime North, and because where it's located is closer to my end of the woods, Matt crashed at my place for the weekend because he's on the opposite end of the city, and getting out there is a bitch for him.
Yeah, it's even bitchier for Mark, but he didn't join us this year.
That's my second year. It's okay.
Yeah, so you really should go back, though. We would appreciate it, especially when we could dress you up as Mr. Referee.
Yes, we're flying.
Speaking of, we saw the best Rokusho there.
Aw, damn it.
Yeah.
It was so
my time to forget my wallet.
Yeah, best Rokusho there. Cosplay by a black kid.
Actually, no, I think he was Japanese.
I don't know, he was black.
You could be half.
But, anyways.
I saw with the hood up, hood down, and everything, he was black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah.
But anyways, that's going a bit forward. Let's start with pre-registration night. We'll talk about the good and the bad of the con here.
Yeah. So, how exactly did they set up admission this year, Matt?
Alright, so due to overcrowding from last year's Anime North and the year before that, the organizers, sorry about that, have begun to realize that we're getting over capacity. Unfortunately, the buildings that Anime North uses have a certain code of how many people can be inside at a time or within that area. And as of last year's con, we did kind of breach the fire code for both the hotel and the convention center. So what's been implemented as of this year and is going to be continuing on was a cap on how many passes will be sold. For pre-registration for the whole weekend, the cap has been put at 15,000.
Okay.
Yeah, while daily passes have each been put at a cap of 5,000 and can now be bought via pre-register.
Okay.
So for overall, what they were aiming for was 20,000 people per day, with a complete attendance of ideally 30,000 for the entire con.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Except they fucked up. The problem with putting a cap on passes and having them available for pre-register means that everybody is going to pre-register. There's no buying passes at the door. Nobody going to be waiting in line the next day trying to buy a pass because there is no passes to buy. Meaning that everybody wants to pick up their passes as soon as possible.
Yeah, so a lot of people end up going on Friday because they're coming from out of town, but a lot of other people
Most people come Thursday night to do the pre-reg night so that Friday, right when the con starts, they can be in wherever they want to be. They don't have to wait in line at the beginning of the con. That's all well and good most of the time when there's people that, for the most part, just want to buy their tickets at the door so they come on Friday. It didn't happen this year because every single 15,000 of the passes that they sold were sold via pre-register.
Damn.
Which means that people that normally wouldn't be getting their passes till Friday came on Thursday to get their passes.
Which apparently was unprecedented.
Yeah, which apparently they didn't even consider as something that might happen. So what happened at that night was the line stretched from where they were giving out the passes through the hotel, out the door, into the parking lot.
And around the building at one point.
Yes.
Wow, damn.
Yes. That's how long the lineup was for pre-registered people.
And this was even still having people
and
run
this was
through
when
and getting the groups to go ahead.
Yeah. And this was when me and Harvey made an effort to be there earlier than we normally are.
Yeah, we got there about, 4:30?
No, just after 5.
Right.
Just after 5. We were going to be at 4:30, but we had to pick up the cards, and then we had to print out your form. But that didn't waste too much time.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, we got there around 5, which, per the website, is when they open up the pass pickup anyways. Mind you, I later found out that they opened it up this year at 3:30. But
Yeah.
not 3:30, 4:30, sorry.
Not that it would have worked too much better for us.
No,
in our
4:30,
schedules
sorry.
anyway.
But anyway, so this is what went down. The line was insane because everybody had pre-ordered, so people wanted to be there to get passes.
So there were thousands upon thousands of people.
Yeah, thousands of people that wanted to be there that day. 2, they still put the limit of group passes for people at 10. I'll get to that in a second. And, of course, 3, by 7 o'clock, they had closed the pre-reg line for new people.
They ran out of passes because they were not prepared to have everybody come in to pick up their
so
passes.
me and Harvey got lucky. We got in line on time, and so did some of our friends. But the fact of the matter is that anybody that showed up after 7 o'clock was not able to pick up their pass that day because they did not anticipate the fact that people want their passes early. And when everybody pre-registers, there are people that don't normally show up that will be showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So they had to close it down early.
That's a giant ass fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it got bad. I mean, if it were any other crowd but nerds that are normally introverted and silent,
And a little bit passive.
it would have gotten ugly. But most people were just disappointed.
Yeah, a lot of people were pissed off. There's a lot of passive aggression walking back through the con area, through the hallways of the DoubleTree, trying to get
But
out.
no
'Cause
actual-
their night's been wasted for no fruitless result.
Yeah,
No
like most of the
fruitful.
people that go to Anime North, especially the ones that just go from Toronto, what they do is instead of paying for Thursday night into Friday night for the hotel up until Sunday, they just grab the hotel from Friday into Sunday night. And Thursday, they just come to the DoubleTree just to pick up their pass, and then they go back home.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that was doing that essentially went home without accomplishing anything that night.
Yeah, just a long-ass trip to a place that's almost at Pearson Airport.
Yeah, so instead, their whole next day resulted in them having to do 2 things. Check into their hotel room and having to pick up their passes.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, the con started long after the pre-reg and the pass pickup started. The pass pickup started at 1 on Friday.
Yeah, but they did try a couple of things that did help the line a little. Like, they made sure this year that they constantly ask for group leaders, which they don't normally do as much as they did this year, which is good. But I don't think there was as many group leaders this year because people were just rushing for passes.
Yeah, because what I think they're going to hopefully learn now is that making a group
Of 10 is a bit much if you've got that many people pre-registering.
Yeah, a minimum group of 10 is pretty inaccessible if there's that many people. Because, honestly, like, Matt used to do a whole group thing. Because trying to spearhead this and manage all the people and make sure everyone's actually coming and get that many people to get the rate is a giant headache. And this guy has a big issue with headaches, trust me.
Yeah.
So, it's totally irresponsible, I have to say at this point, to limit it to a minimum of 10 people. So it's hardly any point to have a group if it's going to be that tough, unless you have a whole big following of people that are going to do it.
Yes, but what they were doing, of course, is people that were in groups of 5 or higher, they were letting go into the group pass pickup line, and that helped congestion a little. But again, since the line wasn't shrinking that much, not too many people were doing that.
Yep. If they had set the minimum standard for a group down to 5 this year,
and which is what I hope they do next year, because I believe that's what they need to do in order to shorten that line drastically. Well, it's much easier to get a group of 5 people that are fans of anime video games together than it is to get a group of 10.
You can get your standard RPG party just fine, but getting 10 is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, high school and university anime groups, you're lucky if they hit 10 people, because...
there are a lot of kids in high school that they don't work, and their parents are going to give them money for admission for this whole weekend and money to spend on the show, which they might not seem...
They won't really care about going with their school's club. And in university, the fact of the matter is that during that time of year, people in clubs are usually heading back home because
exams are over.
They want to just go back home. Or those that are still in the city are by then have already purchased their passes earlier. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to do that kind of groups. I mean, it happens. University clubs do it, but it's not as prevalent as it can be. Just because of the fact that at that time of year, people are going to separate ways. So what I really hope is that they do lower the group minimum down to 5, so that it's a much shorter line, and people just pick up their passes in groups of 5, and just have a table with tons of bags behind the people, and with just 5 passes in each bag.
Yeah.
Do you know how fast that would go? Just 5 passes here, 5 passes here, 5 passes here, like that. No rush. Well, no rush for the people there, because it'll be all there pre-ready, because people are going to do groups of 5, because groups of 5 are easy as hell.
Mm-hmm. As much as bastardish this is, making new words now, it kind of sounds like this was a trial run.
It was a trial run, yes, but the fact of the matter is that most of the people that do staff and other such things that Anime North, as I would know, have had years of experience at conventions, not just Anime North, years of experience at other such similar events, that they should know that if an event is putting a cap on how many people can be there, that cap is going to be reached, and the people are going to want to get their stuff as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's not like it's a very fluke thing. Considering that the past 2 years before Anime North was over capacity, you would think that they would consider that there might be a shit ton of people all taking the pre-register.
Yeah. Honestly, while it was a trial run, yes, and they could learn from this, there should have still been some kind of forewarning in their heads that they should have known, okay, there may be lineups here. We may want to think about a way to do this better. I mean, another solution so they wouldn't have had to close down would have been realizing if everyone pre-registered, you might want to have all the passes with you at all times.
Especially considering they don't have to name anything.
Yeah. I mean, these are just blank cards. A whole box of them can carry at least 2,000. All you would need is a dozen boxes. Not even, actually, half a dozen. And you would have been fine. So, honestly, trial run, not the most successful, but at least me and Harvey got through.
Yeah, well, you've got an in, you know people, maybe you can try to...
I will try, but honestly, the way that some of the staff at Anime North works is just that not everyone interacts with everyone enough for them to know everybody. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been staff for years, and I didn't even meet my girlfriend until last year.
That's true.
And we didn't even know each other before then, because different kind of things. Like, I mostly do, like, guest stuff, and I mean, like, the actual guests. And I very, very rarely go to the staff meetings that they host as is, because either one, I'm busy with other stuff during the times they schedule them.
Or two, they can't handle his opinions.
Well, no, they can handle my opinions fine. It's just, or two, I'm at work.
There's that too.
So I very, very rarely go. I think the last 3 years that I did staff, I may have gone to all of 2 staff meetings.
Well, let's just hope this next year they'll learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
And I mean, I've honestly, within this year, I've managed to work my staff contribution down to all of one thing, honestly. So, probably next year I'm not even going to do any staff work unless it's a major emergency and they literally text me saying, need this. I'll still be on the forums for Anime North. I'll still be checking what's going on in the information, but I probably won't be doing any actual work at the con anymore.
Given how things went when we were checking out the cosplay chest that your girlfriend was actually a part of, I might actually ask to be emceeing for part of it.
Yeah, speaking of, I actually asked her, and the guy who is doing it for the Side of Good, his name's Adam, and he has actual acting and voice acting experience.
Well, awesome. Good for him.
So that's why he was the more
animated and actually convincing.
Well, he was the more outgoing of the types, but honestly, when you think about it, Queen Barrel's a one-trick pony. There's only so much you can do with when you're playing some actual character that all their big thing is they want evil energy.
Yeah, but I can't give the girl too much of a hard time because she did what she could with the material available. But you think if you're a big Sailor Moon fan, you'd know enough to be able to flesh it out. If you're being the queen in the cosplay.
The queen really is as fleshed out as she's gonna get. She is
the one named Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter.
So, sorry about the technical snafu there. Had problems, but we're back.
Yes, feline-related problems here. Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, overall, Cosplay Chess was fun, and the man for the Side of Good, Adam, did indeed put up a much more anime performance, but considering his line of work...
It's not too surprising.
No. And honestly, he stole the show.
So, what else was there?
Yes, let's start with going in order. Friday
we watched some Funimation clips of things to come that are coming out soon.
Stuff coming out from Funimation soon includes the second season of Black Butler.
The new Full Metal Alchemist movie coming out.
No, that one's already out, actually.
Oh, yeah. It had released, but...
It just released right before Anime North onto DVD and Blu-ray.
So it is launch.
Yes, and it looks beautiful, and I'm upset for the fact that they ran out of the DVDs at the con.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to purchase at the con. Unfortunately, they were out at the Funimation booth itself.
Okay. They had...
other shows that they were showing was Cat Planet Cuties,
which...
essentially is fan service for people that like cat girls.
I think that's the only thing they have written in the itinerary.
Yeah, I mean, I can just imagine the boardroom meeting for that show in Japan.
It's cat girls from space.
Mind you, they do make fun of themselves later on. I checked out the entire series online, where they have actually a religious sect on Earth that worships cat girls.
Wait! I know this one. I have seen this one.
Yeah, it's under...
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Japanese name is Asobi Ikiyo.
Yeah,
which is really, I want to play with you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's what they use when they go to...
on Okinawa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Funimation has taken that show, and the English name for it, they're calling it is Cat Planet Cuties, just because I want to play with you kind of seems a bit too racy.
Yeah.
What was wrong with it? It was a cat that wanted to play.
Yeah, not that kind of play.
She says it over and over in the anime.
Yes, but still.
Anyways, go on.
But yeah, Funimation has picked up that show. I checked it out. Looks good.
Yeah, it might not be a good working title in English, considering the clip that they showed us has her admitting that her understanding of how bartering works is if she doesn't have money, she has to fuck him with BDSM stuff. I want to play with you. Is just a little too appropriate.
Oh, yeah. You should do this one part where she's just like a feline and gets in heat.
There's a whole 3 episodes where she's because their species goes to heat every year. She goes to the heat, and every little thing sets her off wanting to fuck the guy.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Up until they have to give her little blue pills that stop her cycle.
Also, there's gun-wielding chicks that are kind of...
Yeah, actually, the other girls are actually kind of fun to watch. Because they each have their own little thing going for them.
They had A&W. That's what was fun.
Yeah, the whole anime I think had to be sponsored by A&W, just like how the anime Code Geass had to be sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Okay.
It was interesting.
He's all confused.
Was there a bear?
Oh, come on!
No, there was no bear.
No, I don't understand.
No, mind you, A&W does have a different menu in Japan.
Oh, I thought bear... Never mind.
Oh no, not the big fuzzy gay appealing man. I meant
There was one of those. Actually,
Yeah, there was.
as a movie director.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, moving on. What else was there?
Let's see. They also
Let's see if I can figure these
showed
out.
Black Butler season 2, which Funimation is picking up.
Mm-hmm.
I've been checking that out. Looks good.
I liked one. I liked one.
One was good. The new character they introduced, a blonde boy. Writers, let me tell you this. Giving a douchey character a tragic backstory does not make them any more likable. Okay?
I didn't like it.
Unless the character learns something from the tragedy they went through, they are not any more appealing to you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so that's why he's a douche. Okay, still a douche.
Yeah. Okay?
Now we're up to speed.
Unlike Sale, who had his parents murdered, sewn together.
My parents are dead!
No, sewn together, his home burned down, made into a slave, and almost made into a human sacrifice, where he has to make a deal with a demon in order to get out of it. And at the end of it, he's still a refined gentleman that treats people with respect, unlike that blonde kid who pokes out his maid's left eye just because she looks at him.
So that must have been the inspiration for Kiss from a Rose.
What?
You said it was Seal.
So, anyways, what else? What else was there?
There was...
I want to start trying to guess what these things are.
One of the newer...
If I've seen them.
There's an anime based on one of the newer Tales games.
Oh, that was a movie, Tales of Vesperia.
Okay, yeah, Vesperia.
Which
That
looked
was
interesting.
360.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was Dragon Age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Dragon Age movie.
Based on one of the characters from Dragon Age 2, it's her backstory.
Yeah, it's her backstory, and it looks good. It's all CG and everything, but it looks really good. And then there's the one that me and Harvey are kind of puzzled about.
Was that the horror one?
No, that one looks fine too. That one.
just explain it to me.
The horror one
I might have
about this village where people are turning into vampires, and the scene that they showed was one of the guys being chased by his friend, and
who had turned into a vampire and is now like
now is obsessed with sucking the guy's blood, and they go into an argument about how why can't vampires just suck a little blood, but the vampire is saying that it's in their compulsion to slaughter the human. And then the guy says, stop slaughtering humans, here you can drink some of my blood. And me and Harvey are just watching this thinking, yeah, this isn't going to end well.
Chasing him through a forest.
I've never seen it, but it gives me some sort of a Diary of the Vampire kind of feel.
Yeah, it starts with an S. I forget exactly what it was.
I honestly can't remember.
Sciatus or something like that.
I'm sorry, I just stopped watching vampire stuff.
Yeah. And then there's, of course, the one me and Harvey are confused about its popularity.
What's it?
Hitalia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
here's the
sure
thing.
there are a lot of Hitalia fans.
Yes, and I mean,
I've seen episodes of it actually.
No,
So have I.
I've seen some, but the fact of the matter is that I don't know. I mean, it feels like it's just internet, the anime.
Mm-hmm. With all the unrefined racism.
Pretty much.
Well, the thing is just they were trying to base it off of a variety show.
They were, and at times it works. I've seen times where it works, but the clip they showed us was just ridiculously stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I've seen worse.
No, like this was where I think one of the girls from the show, and there's so few that it should be easy to figure out, is told by an angel to hit France over the head with a pan, All the while she's
I remember that
contemplating.
episode.
Yeah, all the while she's contemplating doing this, while France is lusting over some other guy. I forget who the guy was. I think it was Germany.
He's playing a piano, so it might be Austria.
Yeah. Either way, France was lusting over, and she's just having her own little conniption about it. All the while, they're essentially spurting out phrases you'd see on 4chan.
Yeah, just like half-baked memes and stuff.
Yeah, like I'm just watching this clip and thinking, okay, I saw that on 4chan about 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Now, see,
I'm not saying that I normally go on 4chan.
I believe I watched it when I
But
was
still.
in high school. That's the thing.
I'm not saying that I go much on 4chan. There's some evil lines that I dare not cross.
It was about 2 years ago. I had some friends online. They liked Italian. I watched maybe 1 or 2 clips on the net, and it was okay. I was intrigued to see more. So I went to Anime North that following year, and they had a viewing of it. And the show itself, it wasn't bad. I'll give it that. It wasn't bad. It was kind of tough to follow along, and it was kind of strange. But what absolutely killed it for me, just murdered it, stomped into the ground, were the fans. The people around that they were absolutely losing their shit and shouting in horrible cutesy voice the stupid thing, the Japanophile lines. Like the kawaii shit all over the place and desu shit.
Yeah, Hitalia's fan base is really weird. I think it's probably one of the fan bases that has written the most slash fiction ever.
Like all the people were singing along in the.
And some of the slash fiction, honestly, as a history buff, pisses me off. Like they're pairing up countries that honestly should be murdering each other. Like straight up, cold on gangster style murder, not boy on boy sex action.
Yeah, I was watching. I think I got
Okay,
maybe
let
two
me
short
put-
episodes in before I had to just leave.
Yeah.
It was,
Now, see, I had to put
No,
all
wait.
of that aside, though, when I was watching it.
Yeah, well, let me put it this way, and bronies will understand this perfectly. I'd rather read Cupcakes for the rest of my life than read Hitalia fanfiction.
Okay,
You guys don't wanna
I
know?
don't read the fan fiction.
You guys don't want to know about cupcakes, but if any of you ever serve me rainbow cupcakes, I will shove them so far down your throats, you will be shitting rainbows for the rest of your lives.
I see.
Okay? Don't you dare!
I don't really read any fanfics based on anime anymore because it's basically the same shit. So
Yeah.
don't expect too much from a fanfic that's based off an anime.
Yeah, 'cause
I dare you to read Cupcakes, then.
because they're taking from the source material, it tends to not get very deep. They can't really develop the characters any more than there is. They kind of take what
And
is
honestly, from
available.
Hitalia, the characters, they're not too overly developed. They're all just really stereotypes.
Well,
I couldn't get into it.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying that the stuff that we saw and the stuff I've seen, a lot of it is kind of outdated if you actually are part of any internet community.
Yeah.
again, like I said, I watched this when I was in high school.
Yeah,
So
but it
it's
hasn't.
going to be a lot of stuff way back.
Yeah,
But they're just releasing this now on
well, in English, yeah.
in English.
Oh yeah, but this is season 2 they were showing.
No, season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah,
There.
season 3, and
So I stopped at season 1 because there was other stuff that was more of need of my time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this was season 3, and Funimation is also doing season 4.
Because at the same time, that was when stuff like Amadio was coming out and all other stuff I liked, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so yeah, I mean that's part of what we did on Friday. We did some shopping, took some pictures. We shall find a way to post our albums online and link them to these videos.
Mhm.
That'd be a very good idea.
or just put them on the blog.
Yeah, either way, we shall post them online and link them to these videos.
Mhm.
'Cause we kind of need to start putting
Yes,
stuff
yes,
on
yes,
that
yes.
blog.
Yes, we know.
One more thing that we did Friday night is we
Oh, yes.
First, we met up with one of our friends who didn't actually come for the con, but he wanted to come up and hang out. And
Yes,
showed up on a motorcycle.
Sir.
I think I know who this is.
Yes, Sir Duke.
We shall call him Sir Duke.
Yes.
Grand old Duke of Scarborough.
Yes, we shall call him Sir Duke for now. We shall hope that this Duke will grace us with his presence on the podcast at some point, though.
One day.
So
He is very funny.
we were hanging with him, and we were in the Doubletree Hotel, and we had our... I brought my copy of Cards Against Humanity.
Woo!
And there's a guy sitting
This
at
is
a
like
table...
last year all over again, from what you told me.
Yes.
Although better in some ways. There's a guy sitting at a table right beside us, just playing 3DS.
And then some girls next to us also.
Yeah, some girls that are at our table doing their own thing. I went over to the guy and imposed myself on him. Like, look, we're doing this. We want to do this game. We want to invite you to play if you're not doing anything. And he thought it was like a scheduled event we're trying to advertise. We're like, no, it's actually right here, right now.
Yeah.
And he seemed a little bit hesitant and a little bit drawn in with his gaming, but he came and he was playing. He got into it.
Then the girls saw the game and got interested, and
Yeah,
one of them joined.
One of them joined. The other one didn't really want to play, but she was having the time of her life just
Laughing
watching.
at the awful.
Yeah.
And we were having a good time. Even Andrew found the best haiku in the game.
Even better than the one that the deck made.
Yeah.
Harvey wrote it down. He
I-
loves it because of the pun.
I have it here. Saved
better than
in
my,
I took a picture.
That very racist what I did.
Yes, even better than that.
The haiku went: Tom Cruise passing a kidney stone.
No, that was mine.
Big one, small one, some as big as your head.
So that was mine. I know his was
That was the one that won.
Yeah, no, his was the one that he found out with
Right.
the evolution and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
His was flightless birds, natural selection, a murder most foul.
Ah, that was good.
Yes.
Near and dear to my heart, I must say.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, that's a pun I can get with.
Oh yeah.
Especially since the way foul is spelled.
Murder Most Foul is actually an idea in one of the
And they don't
custom Munchkin cards I've been sitting on for a while.
Yes. So that was fun. We had a nice group going there. Then, of course, after that, I think
Pretty much after that,
we
we walked around.
walked around, did a bit more shopping.
Got some pictures of people, but we called it.
We called it a night because it was getting too dark for pictures, and there were
We had an
not
early
too.
day the next day.
Yeah, because we wanted the buffet breakfast, of course.
Mm-hmm. Which turned out to be pretty well. I did something stupid with the conveyor toaster, which I've learned now to not do.
Yes. Harvey apparently likes to learn by trial and error.
I'm
In
a
this
very
case, was
hands-on
error.
person.
In this case, it was a major error.
Yeah. So
Let's not speak of it, okay?
funny story.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's.
that was such a high school thing. Shut up.
But anyways, either way, the breakfast is a decent thing. That's always nice to do.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty much it's pretty well worth the price if you can get there early enough.
Yeah, until 11 a.m.
You guys didn't do a Sunday?
Oh no, for Sunday we just ate and left for the place.
Yeah, Sunday because obviously Subway doesn't run until 9 a.m. anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a jerk like that. So Saturday, we didn't do a lot of actual events besides the cosplay chest.
Yeah, which was still fun to watch.
You guys have already explained it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't.
We're not going
Explained
back
it
there.
before
We're not
we
going
had
back- we're not
feline
looking back
difficulties.
there. We're not going back. We're not going back there.
I was
Alright,
never
Mark.
a huge fan of Sailor Moon, but I did enjoy it. It was pretty good, and there were some people
Yeah.
on there that really committed to the roles. The girl cosplaying Zoisite did it really well.
So
Really?
What did I do now?
So what I was
The
hoping.
girl playing Zoe side?
Who was supposed to be? Who the character is a guy? I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, just making sure.
I
that you got-
understand that part.
Making sure you got the crossplay, not cosplay.
Yes, I understand that the character is actually supposed to be a guy, but the
Playing a girl.
Yeah.
You know what? Next week we'll talk
Yes,
about
a girl
convention.
playing
What
a
you'll
guy
find at
playing a
conventions.
girl.
How's that?
Inception.
Well, next week we'll talk about what you will find at conventions and convention etiquette and stuff like that.
No, that one was good. She played the queen piece for the side of the Negaverse. the drag queen. That was a fun little pun they went for. One of Chloe's friends. Actually, all of Chloe's friends went as the Negaverse this year.
Yeah, but the Zoisite crossplayer, I guess, that was really... She really committed. She's very animated in the role. I liked that a lot. Whereas some of the people, especially on the light side, were just kind of there and chuckling along, but didn't quite get into the roles as much.
Yes.
I got an idea. Did you still take pictures of all cosplayers and stuff like that?
I took some fair few cosplay pictures. I have a huge album on my Facebook.
Yes, I do too. Why?
Let's rate the cosplay next time.
I don't want to go into that so much.
No, because honestly, every cosplay has its effort put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody puts some of themselves into the cosplay. Mm-hmm. Unless they're in a masquerade, we have no place rating it because we have no experience in that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's art, and I'm not going to start ragging on art, especially because people can find sources to mine, and there's probably shit to say about it.
Yeah.
Look at the logo.
Fair enough. Just an idea.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, you can say some people put more effort into it than others.
We could
but
feature some all-stars and say some of their highlights that we saw.
When we post the pictures on our blog, we'll just post which ones really caught our eye. That'll be the easiest thing for us to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And in the comment section, after you look through the pictures, you can say which ones you liked.
And this is not a call service. We will not provide numbers.
Things that
We do not know.
stupid people.
We do not know most of these people, anyways.
We can post up things that caught our eye, things that blew us away.
And if this ends up on 4chan, sorry, it's not my fault.
Yes. Let's see. And then, of course, the unfortunate thing happened that Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
See,
unfortunately.
I cosplay from a game called Star Ocean Second Story. It's a game on PlayStation 2. They re-released...
Check it out.
I personally, I'll vouch for the
I think most
original.
people know what Star Ocean is, though.
No.
No?
No,
Star
very...
Ocean itself is more of
It's a more obscure thing.
Well, the hardcore RPG fans know.
Yes, but
Very
again,
well.
that's the same thing of saying, and bronies know who Derpy is.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, check out Star Ocean the Second Story. They reiterated it and updated it. PSP version, Second Evolution. I haven't played it. There are some
could be
things.
open up on beta.
There are some things that fundamentally about it that they changed for the better or for worse that just don't sit well with me. Anyways, I cosplay the main male character, and in the start of the game, he's a spaceman, so he's got a laser gun. So I made one before. It was my first attempt at it. Wasn't bad, but it got a lot of damage from falling and stuff. So I made another one. I did it in the span of about 5 days before the con. I got it
all
done.
late nights, all lots of work. It looked really good.
Thanks.
We'll post a picture of that as well.
Yeah, I wish I had gotten some pictures holding in my cosplay. Anyway,
Well, send up a message on the Anime North forum. Does anyone have a picture of so-and-so?
yeah, if anyone has it from the Friday.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You got about 4 or 5 people that took your picture, so you might be there.
At some point during the cosplay chest, either while I was watching and my holster was sitting at a weird angle, or when I ran out to get a picture of the Sungmina cosplayer that was just leaving, I must have dropped it, or someone must have
Swiped it?
grabbed it out. Because I went and I was looking all around asking lost and found, no one could find it. And for the rest of the day, pretty much, I was just in a shit mood. Especially because for Sunday, I had organized with some people I know on DeviantArt who also have done Star Ocean cosplay to get together and do a photo shoot in our cosplays. So we'd be the first Star Ocean group, which we were, and it was awesome. Again, pictures will be provided. But I lost the gun before I even got to do that, and that just... Oh, that was harsh.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys had a rough time this year.
It had its ups and downs this year.
Yeah,
It wasn't a smooth ride as it usually is.
It's definitely memorable.
Why are you looking at me like I'm supposed to be some sort of lucky charm here?
Lucky charm.
The one time for anime...
Fuck you!
Yes, you got it!
I was like, lucky... Fuck you!
Anybody that's wondering, short joke.
Mark was out of the country this year.
No, he was back in the country
No,
that
I
time.
was
Oh,
back-
yeah, that's right.
He was just out of his wallet.
Yes.
Well, without his wallet. Whatever.
I had
Well,
no
he could,
funds.
he could fit in that wallet anyways.
I had no funds, and I had no...
Means of travel.
Yes.
One of our friends who we have mentioned on the podcast before, who does his own internet video thing, did show up on Sunday. He wasn't able to get a pass, but he was around
Internet video?
taking videos.
Marmar.
Oh, Marmar. Okay.
Marmar.
Or Marbot. Yes, Marbot.
My favorite brother from another mother.
Yes. He showed up. He was there. He took some video. Unfortunately, as I told him on Sunday, it would have been impossible for him to actually get into the con. So I'm not sure if maybe he borrowed somebody's pass or something, but he still took a few pictures and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not much. He might have some kind of video on his
Yeah, but mostly it's
channel.
going to be all video game stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Kind of unfortunately, Marbut tends to go and do this ironically because he's not into the anime scene anymore. And he some of his
Well, it's
videos
He uses it as a parody.
Yeah. He likes to poke fun. It's always good fun.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Unless it's something in like cosplay for video games, that's
Yeah.
where he tends to like hold it sacred.
Yeah. I mean, he's not mean spirited about it because he still was an anime fan. Just I don't know if he grew out of it, just lost interest.
Or just tired of the fans.
Yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
We don't hate him for it.
I'm talking him a lot. I think it was the fans.
Yeah, we don't hate him for it. He's a great guy, and all the best to the
He's
guy.
still one of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a nerd through and through.
Yes, but that was Sunday. Anything else we did Saturday?
Saturday, we did more shopping.
Yes, I bought some Deadpool.
There's a lot of shopping in this.
We went to breakfast.
I bought some.
What is this? Some sort of date? What the hell is this?
It wasn't brunch.
Oh god.
We got some Deadpool comics.
Yeah, Matt got some Deadpool comics.
Oh God, Deadpool! I love the guy.
Ring, ring, banana phone.
Ignore the ringing, people.
We did
It's
go
nothing
to
important.
dinner too, actually. We got another.
Oh yes,
game
we
of-
did. We went to Kelsey's, didn't we?
Yeah, it actually wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You actually got into Kelsey's?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
No,
I
I mean they told us it was going to be a 15-minute wait, but it turned out to be less
three.
than 3 minutes. We sat down at the little waiting area, and it said, "Oh, we got a table for you." Okay.
Last time I was there, we couldn't get into Kelsey's.
It was funny because the table beside us, there was a lady cosplaying Sailor Moon, and a few of the staff in the restaurant stopped her to get a picture and get a picture with her. It was kind of awesome.
Yeah, well, I believe that after all this time, some of the staff there have at least adapted to or accepted the nerd culture that happens every year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention something from Thursday night,
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
where we ate. What food we got.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the Mexican place that opened up last year after the con.
It's called Quesada. They have a few chains throughout the city.
Yeah.
But there's one that's right up there by the Harveys.
And we went to go because we didn't feel like a burger or anything else that night.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the holy of holiest things there.
See, some restaurants, McDonald's has their super size, and Burger King has their biggie, or no, that's Wendy's biggie size, things like that. But for quesada, when you want a bigger burrito,
You asked for it, a big ass burrito.
no censorship, straight up on the menu, big ass burrito.
And it is big. It's the size of a small football.
Mm-hmm.
Small
It's
football, you say?
the
Yes.
size of a round zip-up pencil case. That's
A
pretty
very
much the
big-
size and shape.
Yeah, about I have to say a small football, really.
You don't say.
Yeah, and I got it in the Chipotle chicken. It beat me.
He couldn't put it all in his mouth. It was just too
You
much.
say this is a challenge.
It kind of is. I mean, it's almost 2 pounds.
And they give you chips and salsa with it.
I see.
Yeah, it's almost 2 pounds of pure burrito goodness.
And you can choose what stuff is on it.
And this is a
This
food challenge,
podcast
you
is
say.
brought to you by Quesadilla. Ole!
Yeah.
And you
The
say this is a
quesada.
food challenge, you say.
Oh,
Reasonably
reasonably,
so.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the size of a small football,
Good to know.
like the kind you would
Good to
give
know.
to like an elementary school kid.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, and it's a 2-hander easily.
I like quesada. It's got good food. It's actually pretty wholesome for being somewhat fast food, but it's Mexican stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Also,
would-
and that giant big ass thing. That's kind of.
it's wholesome food. I'm not commenting on the portion size, but there's actually cooked things and veggies and stuff. It's going to be a hell of a ride when it's already digested, but it's a great meal.
It actually didn't affect me.
Okay. Well, you didn't get beans.
Ah, true. Thank God for that. Yeah, Mark, if you're thinking about the big ass burrito, don't get beans. You can fuel a smaller
But
aircraft.
it's a burrito.
It brings Johnny Cash to mind. I fell into the ring of fire.
No,
No. Ring of Fire is what you find in Wild Wings.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, Mark, it may be a burrito, but this is the one kind of burrito you don't want to put beans on, because the amount of beans you would get, you'd be able to power a small aircraft with the amount of gas you could produce.
Not to mention it has cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm
So
Asian.
so cheese would actually stop the process a little bit. But anyways, we're getting very
Not
much
with
into...
me.
We're
Alright, this is a different topic whatsoever. Back to Japan.
well,
Sorry, Mexico.
Japan feature. Yeah, so Saturday we started up another game of Cards Against Humanity with some guys we met there.
Yeah.
We had an all-guy game. So there
So that
was
was
no
pretty raunchy
utilitarian
and-
advantage.
Yes, pure guy on guy action.
Oh, jeez.
As horrible as you can get. Yeah, I forgot to mention our Friday night winner for the game was actually
No deck this time,
naming,
so.
you think?
What?
Probably say we met a lady named Autumn who played with us, and she cleaned us out.
Yes.
Her first time playing, she
Clean
never,
us out.
never
Why does
seen
that
the
sound
game.
like some sort of bet?
No, we weren't betting, obviously.
No.
But yeah, because of that, I've come to the conclusion that women are far better at this game than men.
Possibly because, in terms of playing to your audience, they might have a better insight into people and be able to read better than we might with them.
That or the women we know are just horrible people.
That too. Partially why we love them.
I mean, I don't think I've ever played a game with Chloe where she hasn't gotten at least 20 points.
Corruption
But-
is great.
Yes. And of course, back to Saturday night, all male game. A good bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
We actually
this-
had a
this-
couple
this
people
sounds
join
like
in
a-
after.
Something you'd find on like pay-per-view that's bad and
At first, there were 4 of us. It started with 3 before the third guy's friend came along. The third guy didn't strike Matt so much, but he reminded me a lot of our friend Sir Duke. Both in
Sir Duke.
in his voice and
You
his
know,
mannerisms.
I'm starting to see him a lot in other things lately. There's this like ad for like a construction thing, and it has a face that looks just like Duke.
Yeah, he's. It's the hair and the beardliness. That
I think
kind
I'm
of
gonna
goes
start
along.
taking pictures of these and just like posting them on Facebook and tagging his face on it.
But anyways, yeah, there was him. There was another Matt.
Yeah.
There was Will.
Wait. Another Matt.
Yep, another
Yeah.
Matt. Kinda-
Who dressed up as Shinigami from Soul Eater.
Another Matt.
he was
Matt's a
little-
common name. Not
Yes, but
he was nothing like me.
okay.
Okay, we just mean same name.
just relation in name. He was a cool guy, a little bit spacey, but he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
God, come on, cut him some slack. He's French and he is also dyslexic.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, I think that cutting slack on the dyslexic thing is reasonable.
Well, no, but by French I mean English isn't his first language.
Okay.
That's what I mean because he was from Montreal. That's his area code said. So
Okay. Well,
I don't mean that because he's French. I mean because of his first language is French. English is his second language.
So-
Well, there
Hey,
you go. See, things aren't so
Guy
bad.
looked
to be
like Duke,
clarified.
the guy who looked like Duke.
yes, but you see, there's a difference
French
there.
Matt, and then who else?
There's
Nick.
a guy named, yeah, there's
There was Nick, and there was Will, who was, I believe, doing some kind of steampunk costume with a top hat and the suit.
hat and beard and going on.
Yeah, and
So we had 6 people playing at once before the game.
And that's where the
ended.
debauchery started happening, isn't it?
Three of these guys were going to be going to the all-night rave at about 10 o'clock.
yeah, so they had time to kill.
We started playing at 9, and we didn't stop playing until about 11 o'clock, and they didn't care that the rave was already started, and they were like, yeah, let's keep going. I always want to play again. But Matt and I had to go, so we scheduled a game the next day for 3 o'clock.
Yeah, unfortunately, due to other issues, only the other match showed up. As for the others, we don't know what happened. Oh, and Will showed up as well.
Yeah,
but Will had to leave at 4. But we had another guy join us, one of the staff members, I believe,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Ralph.
Ralph, yeah. He joined us as well.
If I'm not sure of this is going to be a reoccurring thing every year.
Oh, yeah. It's become a tradition that we will bring Cards Against Humanity to Anime North.
This has been the second year in a row.
Yeah, and
this is going to be the second
bring
year.
In a new...
I think you guys are going to start like a different section for this now.
We kind of do. I do want to see if we can get an actual room going for it in like the game, like
an actual scheduled event.
Yeah, they had something going on at the gaming center, but that was more about Snakes and Lattes had their own thing there, and just people chose to do Cards Against Humanity there.
Surprise! Even at the convention, the most popular game that they had to play was Cards Against Humanity.
But what we want is an actual room in the DoubleTree where people will do Cards Against Humanity.
I want them especially to have some of the guests come and play together and have it be an event where they all get microphones and have it be like bingo calling.
Oh my god, Vic
no, that'll be amazing. Have the guests play the game as their favorite characters that they've done.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
If we can actually get Yaya Han to come along.
Like,
as the
Johnny Young Bosch versus, what's a good one for him? Ichigo versus like
Vic Mignogna as Ed.
Is it Scott McNeil as
Scott McNeil?
Inuyasha? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I think I am.
Might be thinking of somebody else. The guy who did the voice of Inuyasha is also the guy who did the voice of Piccolo.
Oh yeah, and he was the strange sailor guy on Sailor High or on Breaker High.
Yes,
okay.
But yeah,
something.
Yeah, but just have a bunch of the voice actors come together and play Cards Against Humanity as their characters.
Have it be a panel even.
Yeah.
Like, just people can come to watch, because how awesome could that be?
Like, can you imagine how crazy that would get?
We have some serious pitching to do.
Yes, we must. Yes. And especially since the game's getting more popular. And speaking of the game and Snakes and Lattes, Snakes and Lattes has become the official Canadian distributor of the game. They've even managed to get the people to make a Canadian exclusive version of the game.
Yeah, so it takes some cards out that are more American politicians and people and references and puts in Canadian things.
Or you could just keep those cards in and just add the Canadian cards anyways,
yes,
to make even bigger piles. So that's actually quite amazing. And then, of course, Sunday, Harvey had his photo shoot.
Yeah, we actually were supposed to meet up at 1 o'clock, and things ran a little bit late with one of the people. So we met up at 2, actually. And we got to do a photo shoot for a little while. And after we were done with the photos, which all went really well, we had 2 people taking pictures, which I hadn't expected. I thought we had to find some random people, but other people were prepared, so that was good. And so that all went well. I want to give a shout out to the people that I cosplayed and did the shoot with. And after we done
just
shooting,
use their DeviantArt names, Harv.
Master Mune and Big Bistro.
And we shall, for their sake, link to their DeviantArt profiles.
Yeah. Or better known to Star Ocean fans as being Rena and
it's favorite, right? Favorite
yeah.
for the thing on DeviantArt. Well, check them out right
Check
there.
their stuff out on DeviantArt.
Yeah, they have their cosplay stuff up. They do other art. It's pretty awesome. And anyway, so after that, we were walking around because there's one artist in the artist alleyway, and she's pretty much the only one there that sells any Star Ocean art. And I personally have bought all the things that she's ever put out, mostly last year. And so she flipped out the first time she saw me cosplaying Claude, and so she learned that the 3 of us were going to be there, so we had to go and pose for a picture just for her. And she flipped her lid, and it was great. But walking there along the way, the 3 of us as a group, I felt like such a boss because there were people stopping us and taking pictures. Because when you're a single character from something that's kind of obscure or cult following, it's one thing. But when you have more of the characters at once, it's easier and quicker for people to put you into context, and just people get so excited. It was
so I need to find really cool other Metabot people to come with me then.
Well,
like there's a Roku show.
We had a Roku show. All we need is a Metabee, and then you just pop out of a trash can or something and declare a row battle.
Like I'll just bring out different types of outfits, like a trash can, and then a box the next day, and then hell, I'll try to find like a wrestler mask to put on that has like him like shaped in like the face.
You can bring your scuba mask and flippers.
Yeah, when you see the Rokusho and the Metavi walk by, you pop out next to them and just say, "Roll battle!" and watch the chaos ensue.
Oh, yeah.
I'll jump out from the wrestler's booth and just like, with a wrestling mask with Mr. Referee on it, and just like, ah!
Exactly. And while Harvey was doing his photo shoot, I checked out some of the anime music video contests. All little fun entries.
I kind of stopped watching that because it's
There's
usually the same songs.
No, actually, there was one that really stood out, and that was Pokemon from the original series, Season 1, set to Eye of the Tiger. That was amazing.
That I want to kind of see.
That was amazing.
If anything for a montage.
As long as it's not another Linkin Park
There
Three
was
Doors Down kind of...
there was absolutely none of those bands because the contest for the Momiji Award this year for it was you must choose a song that is neither in English or Japanese. You must choose an international song.
Okay.
So that was actually a nice little thing they did. And there were a couple of ones that made me laugh, but that one really stood out and was quite amazing. And then after that, me and Harvey met up again, did a quick game of Cards Against Humanity with a couple of people, and we called it a weekend.
Mm-hmm. All in all, it went pretty well.
Other than the little snafus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few friends who went along I didn't get a chance to meet up with. And
Yeah,
all right.
but
I'm
overall,
pretty sure I know who
Next
some of
year.
them are.
overall it went well. We had fun, and we will be there again next year. But before that happens, expect to see hopefully all three of us this July at the end of the month there at Con Bravo, where we hope to, at the very least, meet, if not give our cards to, the people from That Guy with the Glasses.
Are we allowed to bring our equipment? You know, just for a little bit.
We can
We can try.
We can try. I mean, if we can find some place to set up, gladly. But
I don't foresee being able to actually pull them away to do an interview there.
No, just a little hi and
yeah, well,
greeting. You know?
maybe we can try because honestly, they have a lot of free time at Con Bravo.
We can try to at least get pictures with them to put up on the site. Notoriety.
Yes.
And just, a little hi while we're... You know what? Why not do a little podcast while we're on it?
Well, yeah, of course, but I think what we'll aim for is to give them their cards and say, if you want to do an interview, we would love to have you.
Mm-hmm.
And we can use the fact that at around that time they will have been posting their 4th year anniversary on the site, and we can tell them, you can help talk about the anniversary and advertise that to Canadians. Opportunity!
Yeah, opportunity.
Alright, so that's where to see us at our next con, and at the very least for one day, Marky B can join us there too. I've already pre-registered. It is cheap as hell, $25 for an entire weekend.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Over
the
a
issue
single
is
day.
up in Burlington.
Yeah. It's in Burlington, but that's just grab a GO train from Union Station.
Yeah.
How about single?
Single day, I think like Saturday is between 10 and 15. I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
It's easily doable.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, just taking the GO train back and forth is just...
Honestly, that's why I'm saying go to Union, because if you go from Union to there, it's actually cheaper than from going from, like, if you'd be going from the Scarborough station or something.
Yeah. Well,
because the Scarborough station, you'd have to transfer
I'll probably
lines.
just do it the one day, because
traveling
that far is just...
It's not that bad.
That might be what I end up doing.
It's the whole cost thing is my issue.
The cost isn't as bad as you think, especially because I believe there are weekend passes for the GO now as well.
Okay. Well,
you'll obviously just do the day, but I will want to try and do the weekend myself. But yeah. Anyways, we shall be right back for the last segment. I believe we've almost gone 50 minutes with this one. So, see you in a bit.